What's up gamers, DreamcastGuy here, reviewing today J-Star's Victory Versus Plus. The world of Shonen Jump is massive, with hundreds of great characters spanning some of the best anime ever made, and in J-Star's Victory Versus, they all come together for an all-out war. At first glance, this looks like your typical open-world style brawler, but it stands apart from the rest due to its sheer size. The most insane feature in this game has got to be the character roster. You actually have 39 fighters you can play as, with an additional 13 who are assist fighters. These heroes span from Dragon Ball Z to One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, and tons more. This is really the highlight of the game itself, getting to see some of the strongest people ever to exist in anime beating the absolute crap out of each other in this amazing combat style. Control in this game is actually pretty straightforward. It's based on the strong attack, light attack, special attack system. Every fight is a mix of trying to sneak in a few quick strikes, dodge away, block some attacks, and then power up as much as you can. This system works really well, although I do think it's a little too simplistic. Almost every single fight unfolds the exact same way. If you're able to get in a good combo, sometimes the fight can be over before you even know it. The matches themselves are very visually impressive, as each character has their own crazy special attacks, like Goku's legendary Kamehameha, but despite this, each character basically fights the exact same. Sure, some fighters are a little more swift or a little more sluggish, but if you basically master one character, you've mastered them all. This is probably the biggest downside of the game. With so many great heroes and massive backstories behind them, you would expect a lot of variation. You want each fighter to have its own custom feel based in their own interesting universe, but instead, what we get is a little more cookie cutter in its execution. Although I do wish the combat was more complex, it's hard to deny that this game itself is a lot of fun, especially in the Victory Road game type. This is where they get some of the most awesome, epic, and most famous fighters in the game and stage them together in really ridiculous dream fights. This is really what the game does best. It sets up fights that fans are going to love to see. I actually really enjoyed arcade mode probably the best. This is your stereotypical fighting game, fight random people on random stages, but since everybody is so crazy and every level is so big and deluxe, it's still a lot of fun just choosing random fighters and going into the arena pretty much blind. When you're not doing these random fights though, you could try out story mode. This is another part that's actually a little bit strange. In this game mode, God gives you a boat. Yes, the God gives you a boat so you can sail around and get into a bunch of trouble. Occasionally your boat will stop, you'll get into an argument with a random character, and thus a fight ensues. This game mode didn't really seem to have a point. The story itself almost made no sense at all. In fact, there's 4 character arcs based on Naruto and some other characters, and not a single one of them really went anywhere. You hop in your boat, sail to a random goofy fight, and then sail away into the sunset. I guess I just wanted a little more depth in the writing itself. Story mode is extremely flat, and with all these amazing characters, they could have done a lot with it. Instead, we get these 2D cutscenes with paper cutouts mumbling at each other before a random fight breaks out. Despite this really strange story mode, I think the cool combat and huge roster still makes this game really fun, especially for fans of these animes. For this review, I played it on the PlayStation 4, but I wanted to try it on the PlayStation Vita as well just to see what it was like, and surprisingly, it's now my favorite handheld fighter ever. Every fight in this game takes about 6 minutes to unfold. Having it on my Vita, I could play it on the lunch break, maybe get a little piece of the story out of the way, level up a character, or just learn a new move before progressing. It's the perfect pick up and play fighter. This game was made for the hardcore fans. If you're looking for really deep, customizable action like you had in Dragon Ball Xenoverse, unfortunately, you may want to look elsewhere. This is all about clean fighting and fast fun. So we've heard some good and some bad, but let's head over to the ratings board and put a big number on it. I am giving J-Star's Victory Versus Plus a 7 out of 10. While really fast and exceptionally fun, it's hard to deny that the game itself is rather flat. If you're looking for a crazy, over-the-top experience with all your favorite characters, I advise you to buy this game. But I do have to say, $60 may be a bit much for this experience. If you played the previous Shonen Jump games and just wanted more, well, this may be the perfect fit for you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. This has been DreamcastGuy with another big time review. If you like game reviews and like my style, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Give me a big thumbs up, but do me the biggest favor of all and keep dreaming. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, maybe check out my last video. Please subscribe, and if you want, share this somewhere with your friends.